I'm now on page 129 in your big math book. Follow along. Okay, it says graph and label the point on the coordinate plane. Again, this is the coordinate plane. This whole thing is the coordinate plane. We have the y and the sky axis. The y-axis goes up and down. And we have the x-axis. It goes right and left. Okay, so point P, x is first, y is second. The x, negative 2.5. So on the x-axis, negative is left, and it's going to be 2.5. So I'm going to go start at the origin, go to 2.5. And then y is positive 2, so I'm going to go up 2. 1, 2. So point P is going to be right here. Okay, number 6, point Q. Again, x is first, y is the second one. So x, negative 2, that's going to be to the left, 2, to negative 2. And then y is 1/4, so positive is up. And it's not quite a half, it's going to be right in between. So that's going to be right there. Okay, and that's going to be point Q. Right, point R is 0 on the x, so we don't move right or left. We stay right where we are. And then it's positive 1.5. Positive means up. So we're going to go up 1 and then halfway between. And then halfway between would be right there. So that is going to be point R. Okay, number 8, point S. Remember, the x is first, the y is second. So negative 1 would be to the left. So we're going to go to the left to negative 1. And then negative half, negative would be down on the y-axis, and it's not quite to 1, it's halfway. So halfway to 1 would be there. So I graph my point right here, and that is point S. Okay, let's go on to point T. Again, x is first, y is second. So on the x-axis, I go to the right. Positive is to the right. Positive is to the right. Negative is to the left. Up is positive on the y-axis. Down is negative on the y-axis. You need to be writing all of this. Okay. So point T, positive 1/2, so it's to the right, 1.5. So it's going to be to there. And then negative would be down 2. And point 2 is right here, so my point is going to be right there. There's my point T. Okay, U, positive 0.75, so that's to the right, 0.75. Well, here would be half, so 0.75 would be right in between that. Sorry about that. Half, and then 0.75 would be almost to the 1, but not quite. And then 1.25, that's positive, so it's up. Remember, x is first, y is second, and y is in the sky. So up 1, and then past the half, almost to the 2. So that point is going to be right there. And that is point U. Okay. Let's go to point V. Remember, x is first, y is second. So x, we go negative half. So we go halfway to the left, halfway between the 0 and the negative 1. And then y is 0, so we don't move up or down. We just stop right there. There's my point. And that is point V. You need to be following along. Okay, point W. First number is x, second number is y. So we start at the origin always, which is 0, 0, right where they intersect. Positive 2 means we go to the right 2. and we go to the right at where they have 2, okay? Not necessarily 2 boxes, where they have 2. And then y is 0, so we don't go up or down, we just stop right there. And that is going to be point W. And lastly, point X. Remember, the first number in the ordered pair is X, the second number in the ordered pair is Y. So X says don't move right or left, so I don't move right or left, I just stay right here. And then Y, I move -2, negative is down, so I move down to where they have 2, and that's where I put my point, and that is point X. So I'm done. All right, let's move on to 14 through 22. Now this time, they gave you the coordinate plane and all the points already graphed. We just need to find the ordered pairs for all of these. Okay, so point A, right here, to get to point A, starting at the origin, I have to move right or left first, because that's the X, and then up or down second, because that's the Y. So to get to point A, I have to move to the right 4, and then I have to move up. Sorry about that. Oh, what happened? Up 4 as well. So point A is at 4, 4. Okay, point B, let's find it first. It's right here. To get to point B, I always start back at the origin. To get to point B from the origin, I have to move to the left to 4. So left is -4. And then up 3, +3. Okay, next point C, located right here. I move X first, then Y. So start back at the origin. I move right or left first. To get to C, I have to move to the left 3. So that's -3. Left is negative. And then up 1. Up is positive, so +1. Okay, let's do point D. Again, I come back to the origin. To get to point D, I have to move to the left 2. Left is negative, and I had to move 2. And then, let's write that back in, 2. And then to get to D after that, I have to move down 3. Down is negative, and I had to move down 3. Excuse me. E. Okay, to get to point E is right here. To get to point E, I have to start back at the origin. I move X first, then Y. And remember, X is right or left, Y is up or down. So to get to E, I have to move to the right 5. And right is positive, so it's +5. And then down 3. 1, 2, 3. Down is negative, so -3. Okay, to get to point F is right here. I start with the X, so I move right or left. I have to move to the right, and it looks like it's right in between the 2 and the 3, so that's going to be +2.5. And then I don't need to move up or down, so that's 0 on the y-axis. If you don't move up or down, that's 0 on the y. If you don't move right or left, that's 0 on the x-axis. Okay, point G. To get to point G, I have to go start back at the origin, always start back at the origin. I have to move to the left 4. So left is -4. And then I have to move down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down is negative and 5. Remember, X is first, Y is always second. Okay, point H. To get to point H, Start back at the origin. I don't need to move right or left to get to H because it's straight above me. So if I don't move right or left, that means 0 on the X. And then don't move right or left, and then I have to move up. Looks like it's right in between the 3 and the 4, so that would be up is positive. Since it's right in between, it's going to be 3.5. Okay, and point J, last point here. Okay, to get to J, I have to move to the right, not quite 1, it's right in between 0 and 1, so I have to move to the right, halfway to the right, half a unit, be right here, and then up, which is positive, and not quite 1, again, it's up just halfway. All right, thanks for watching. Again, if you have any questions, you need to ask. Thank you for watching.